I recently downsized. And let me tell you, scaling back my kitchen of 30 years was a painful process. My good knives made the cut, my big colander, my 40-year-old wok, and my cast iron pans. Now, as great as they are, there are a lot of questionable myths about cast iron cookware. Well, to separate fact from fiction, our contributor Noelle Carter went to J. Kenji Lopez Alt, Managing Culinary Director of Serious Eats and author of the Food Lab column.
So cast iron, it's popular, and while it has a lot of fans in the food world, it can be mysterious and, well, intimidating.
The issue that comes up with it is maintaining the seasoning, which is the layer of polymers that form when you heat oil in it. And that's what gives the cast iron pan its sort of non-stick properties and what makes it such a good surface for cooking on. The general idea is that acidic foods will wreck your seasoning. This is actually not really the case. The seasoning is actually pretty tough. It's a polymer that ends up filling in the little gaps and the holes in the bottom of your pan, giving you a smooth surface. So cooking acidic foods in it will not really strip that. I wouldn't recommend cast iron as a pan to cook like a 6-hour-long tomato sauce and something like that. But if you're going to sear a steak or a chicken breast and then you want to make a quick pan sauce, you can do that just fine. Soap will get rid of oil, but it won't break down that seasoning. Rinse it, put it back on the stovetop. You don't want it to sit wet because that'll cause it to rust. So, once you're done cleaning it, you just throw it back on a burner, let that excess moisture cook out until the pan is a little bit hot, and then just rub a thin layer of oil into there with a paper towel.
Let's say I'm at a garage sale and I run across a really good-looking cast iron pan. Is there anything I should look for before I buy it?
If you can find a pan that is polished and smooth and shiny and, has that nice kind of satiny luster to it that, obviously somebody has already taken the time to clean it and season it for you, then you're really lucky. If, on the other hand, you find a pan that has some kind of tarnishing or rust, often those pans are still quite good. What you really want to look for is any kind of pitting or warping in the metal, because older cast iron was a little bit thinner than modern cast iron, and with repeated use, they could get warps. They would sag in the bottom or bulge out, sometimes even crack.
Do you have any favorite dishes you like to cook in cast iron?
If I'm cooking indoors, I can't think of a better way to cook a steak. You place a steak in there, you get a better sear than you get out of anything, pretty much. I roast whole chickens in it. It's great because it can go straight from the stovetop to the oven. I make bread and pizza in mine.
Pizza?
Yeah, one recipe
Wow.
I have that I really enjoy. It's a no-knead pizza that you basically mix together the dough and then just dump it into the cast iron pan that has a little bit of olive oil in it. And then you just let the dough kind of sit there and it fills out the pan to the edges and rises a little bit. Then you just top it and throw it in the oven and it comes out, like a deep dish pan pizza with like really sort of crispy, almost like fried in olive oil focaccia type edges. If you're looking for brown and crispy, then the cast iron pan is a great way to get there.
It can't be beat.